Yeah, I think it really does boast a lot of interesting, exciting gameplay, especially with the T-sided element to it. And speaking of which, already kicking things off with F0rest picking up that opening pick of the frag. GetRight gets straight into the site as well, and already this site is being pillaged and plundered. Olof planting the bomb down successfully, leaving Kjaerbye, Cynics, and F0r in a 3-on-4. They have no kits between the three of them, no grenades either. It's gonna have to be raw fragging, and Cynics comes out with those Julies and splatters domes left and right, really just taking this site by the scruff of the neck and trying to force his will onto it. Another kill comes in as well, and so needed as well, because no kit would have put them into such a rough position coming in for this retake. Sticking onto that retake right now. GetRight has to try and wind back the ears, get this clutch down, but it's... And meanwhile, Soulfly with that wide swing, the Turkish player has been bested from Olofmeister's Galil. Does get traded back though, so not too shabby. This force buy from Team Olofmeister though is working out well, and they do have the hit point advantage as it stands with 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and also the positional advantage, I'd argue. They have two players right now stuck over towards this bomb site, Smooya and F0rst, and they're not quite sure what to do. A rotation is coming in now from F0rst, or what? Nope, he's going back now, and that's actually the right read, because Team Olofmeister is walking into this mini stack. Two players already ready over here, Smooya being one of them, F0rst is another. I don't think they're ready for it. Guardian goes down to Mr. Smooya, then there's going to be two left, and now we have F0rst in a position where he's basically playing invisible. They're not ready for the second player coming in right here, and he's going to try to sneak in. He's going to try to find a timing to get another kill. He couldn't quite find it right here. There we go. Friberg goes down, and now it's only F0rst left with an AK-47. If anyone can clutch though, it's this man.
Oh, absolutely. The spray, though, although it does yield the first frag, it wasn't clean enough to snap in for the second, and F0rst, the Ukrainian, as mid is being aggressed on again. Kjaerbye here on the tight angle. Molotov out, spray slightly off, and Friberg will dispatch him. Not for the first time in his career, showing a very solid entry fragging prowess, but Cynics says no to F0rst, shuts down middle control, and although it was looking pretty sketchy for a few moments, now the T's are on the back foot. Olof, though, does spring into action. Entry onto the site yields the post plant in just a few moments' time, making sure the smokes come down first, though, with some aggression from Olof, who picks up another one. And now the advantage firmly in favor of the T's.
Yeah, almost impossible here for F0rst and Soulfly to do anything. I think they're just going to save their guns and perhaps do the damage in the following round. Well done by Team Olofmeister. They saw an opening on that bomb site. They went for it. Very controlled, very good. Olofmeister once again leading the charge with the entry kills and backed up by Guardian and GetRight. It couldn't go wrong. Only playing MR12, so...
And Soulfly getting aggressive down in dark. Does have a bit of cover as well, throwing a Molotov down to try and cordon off this area. But mid has been a consistent hotbed of contestation between these two teams. It's typically went the way of Kjaerbye, that MP9 shreds the first, but does get traded out instantly afterwards.
Yeah, that's a decent play from Smooya. An MP9 for an AK-47. I think he'll take it. At least he tried to make it very tough for Team Olof to get anything done. F0rst was pushing outside of his perimeter, finding a kill on towards Guardian, who was not ready for that one. And that leaves them in a very tough spot now, Team Olof. They don't really have any map control apart from the midsection of the map. They have only 3 players left, and Olofmeister down to 60 HP as well. So they have to create something out of a very difficult situation. Friberg is hoping for something to be gifted him. At this moment, he's just holding this CT spawn rotation, hoping that a Team Kjaerbye player will maybe over-rotate or make a bit of a foot mistake. But for now, it looks like Team Olofmeister are slowly but surely just waiting for a mistake to be made. That is not going to happen. Team Kjaerbye seems to be just sitting in their place, and as time goes down, it's becoming significantly harder for Team Olof to get anything done in this round.
Maybe really playing into that idea that we were discussing, where the aggression, that kind of youthful... I don't want to say ignorance, but the youthful kind of confidence in those peaks that we've seen from Smooya and some of the rest of the troops may work against them. But that hasn't been the case. Now they're slowly edging their way onto the site. 10 seconds, no room for error. GetRight shows his position as he goes in first, bomb in tow. 2 frags, though, are traded. That will be enough time for the plant. Just about. Friberg's going to get that down with about a second left on the clock. And now F0rst and Soulfly, 2 of those young players, Ukrainian and Turkish, gonna have to tag team together against the Swedes of Team Olof. Olof himself has 60 HP, but does have the AWP. And Friberg, perched up close, takes the head of Soulfly and collects it, putting F0rst into such an awkward position. He has no grenades, he has no kit either, and now he's been spotted, living on borrowed time perhaps, but does take down Friberg in the process. Molotov to the site. That should be the end of this round. There's no kit, no hope for F0rst. He has to turn tail and run, and that will be the Swedes posting up their second round.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that you look at. This is one of the heavy hitters in this squad, and so far he's done very little. GetRight in the meanwhile, though, picking up an entry. And that could turn the tides of this round, and there's Guardian. Big headshot onto the aforementioned Kjaerbye. The captain is down, and in doing so, the bomb site is open for business once more.
Almost impossible. They're using the nade right here in order to get in. Oh, Fear almost getting a kill right here. They could have evened out the situation, but at this point, I think they're going to call for a save again. It is incredible hard to retake a bomb site like this. They are sticking around for now, though, so they still want to go for it, perhaps knowing that a couple of the players are low on HP, but the same could be said for Cynics right now, so I think they'll have to wait for it. Smooya getting a free kill right here, but it's not going to be enough. The decision has been made. There's only so much you can do when you're so far away from the bomb and when you have no idea where the opponents are fielded and have situated themselves in the post-plant scenario. So another round going the way of Team Olof, another well-played round by Team Olof, and I in particular like the pace coming out of them right now. You said events, Kjaerbye and Soulfly haven't done anything so far. They combined for a total of 0 kills and 10 deaths, and
Kjaerbye's been in this same position before, walks into the grenade, he's getting shredded, but spins around and takes the head. That's what we're looking for.
All right, then. That was not a great play, to be completely honest, by Kjaerbye, but he saved it with immaculate aim, completely destroying Friberg from the server. Fear does the same to Olofmeister, and finally, the CT side finds themselves in a favorable position deep into the round. 1 minute and 5 seconds left. They're up 5v3 now. The HP is low on a couple of these players, so it means that Olofmeister still have a chance, especially with F0rest taking out Fear. That's one of the low players, however, so it doesn't hurt that much. Still a 4v3. And still a round that remains very, very competitive. Now, let's see what Smooya is up to with this AWP. He's trying to move in aggressively. Guardian on the other side of the map finds Kjaerbye, and good for Cynics. He answers back, and the advantage and the lead remains for Team Kjaerbye. Still a 3v2, but it's not going to be easy. Soulfly will need to get his first frag of the game. He cannot. That's going to be GetRight, and again, they lose control over the bomb site. Another favorable position wasted, and now it's Smooya and Cynics who have to make the retake.
Oh, he may have just looked around at the worst possible millisecond. I'm not sure if the smoke was covering that escape anyway, but F0rest has managed to wiggle his way into the dark area. And now comes back in again. The timing for Smooya, he's going to be so frustrated at that. But now Cynics has to go in himself. He has a kit, but no grenades. Beautiful insta-headshot onto F0rest. But he has no idea as to where GetRight is currently residing. And there's no smoke to put into main either. So GetRight should be the favorite to take this round. Shows his hand, just has to waste time. Doesn't need to re-peek too overzealously. And that is the experience coming full in.
Are taking range over this game now. It still is the T side of Anubis. We spoke about it coming into the game as well. It is, I would argue, the by far easiest side on Anubis. So it's not like they're without a chance, Kjaerbye, just yet. But they need to string some rounds together. And they need them right now.
Yeah, you highlighted a very good point. And even that second round they picked up was a scrappy 1v1, right? They forced in another force buy from Team Olof, which they ended up winning. However, to play devil's advocate on that point, Team Taz were getting obliterated. On their T side, they mounted a bit of a comeback. So maybe Kjaerbye can do the same here. But they still need to finish this half strong. And they're doing just that. Finally, some success. Striking gold one after another. Olof is last alive, but not for long. Cynics continues to impress.
That being said, though, a bad start doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a bad game. Kjaerbye, though, he's getting caught off guard right here. Unfortunately for Friberg, he wasn't able to punish it, and we got to see what Kjaerbye does the best. This shaky aim that he was known for in CSGO, he's brought that with him. His two, whose same could be said for Fear and Soulfly. They are just sweating up Team Olofmeister. The only thing that's going for them right now is he's found himself all the way in towards mid area right here. Had an opportunity, couldn't quite capitalize, and at this point, they're bound to go for a split over here on the A-bomb side.
Downside for Olof, though, he takes a stray bullet straight to the dome. Fortunate it didn't come from the Kalashnikov, otherwise he'd be a goner already. 14 HP, limping as he holds his head towards the backside and tries to connect in. They also additionally have Guardian, who's making a move through main. Frag's coming down, and Kjaerbye gets 3, drops the bomb down in the process, and has just single-handedly won the round. Very similar to that free-for-all we saw. Started very slow, but heated up nicely, and now he's just at that perfect simmer point where frags are plenty coming into the captain's hands. And it's very unlikely Guardian gets much done. If anything, he's being flanked from Soulfly, from main. He's got players all around him. It's all about damage control now. How much can he do? 2 kills is a solid effort, especially considering the scoreline was 2-5 at one stage to Team Olof. What a turnaround this has been on both sides. It's been a pendulum back and forth. Maybe it can end in some success for the Swedes, though, as f0rest and GetRight both chip in for kills. Suddenly, this round is doable, but f0rest taking that away with 2 before he falls on his sword. It's GetRight that forces him on there and will submerge the site once more. Post plant coming in. Kjaerbye and Cynics from separate positions will need to be on point with their comms. There's plenty of time still left. They both have kits, and there is a flash between the two of them. GetRight falling back. Teammate goes into main. But now Kjaerbye is coming in. He's making a lot of noise in the process. It draws out the grenade. The spray is good for 1. GetRight low HP. Cynics will be the favorite to clutch this round, but time could very well be the determining factor. Tickling the bomb out. GetRight is not falling for it whatsoever. Comes back in, and there is the veterancy showing itself. GetRight.
As we move into the second pistol round of the game. Another mid push coming in from Team Kjaerbye. This time Cynics will get the good of f0rest, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on the man on the screen right here. Olofmeister will have to lock down CT spawn, will have to help the A bomb site, and he can't right now. He's trying to make the rotation, he's trying to find the duel, he has to force the issue, and he goes down to Kjaerbye, who once again puts a nice bullet in the face of both Olofmeister and Friberg, and that is it. It's done and dusted. Pistols shouldn't even be close at this point.
GetRight does have Guardian alongside him, but he has lost his life. Guardian now, last man standing. 4 players coming up against him, lands, and they could fast-track themselves to a 9-6 scoreline. Such a powerful scoreline on T-side of Anubis. Olof, though, afforded the luxury of 1 kill. That's surprising, and f0rest also stands tall and delivers. A 2-for-1 trade in mid. Things have gone pear-shaped, and Team Kjaerbye don't have control of the periphery of the map. They have to come straight down here. They have to fight. They have to brawl through middle, and it's back and forth throughout, but both of the Ts are exceptionally low on HP, and they don't know where these CTs are. This is a very winnable round for Team Olofmeister.
Yeah, even more so now. Friberg, he didn't have to put it in the head of Team Kjaerbye, but he did it. And it looks like they want to do a fast B split.
Darks, good flashback though, and Friberg will make the most of it, switching to a sidearm, but Kjaerbye round the corner, that Tech 9 goes in, so does Cynics. Back and forth trades throughout. Run and gun style looking good. Kjaerbye going to try and hold Dark now as they look to push through here. Does a lot of damage, but no frag. Olof down to 1 HP, make that 0 as Cynics goes from strength to strength. 16 kills to his name, and he's up against the legendary GetRight once more. We've seen this 1v1 quite a few times, but the roles have now been reversed. Whereas GetRight was clutching post-plant, now he has to try and make the most, take the initiative. Cynics hears the bomb getting tickled, but does not fall for this bait. Ult in position and removes the head, returning the favor onto the Swede.
It feels like this is do or die time now for Team Olof, without a doubt. They have to win this round. They have to come back and make the scoreline slightly closer. It's not looking good though. GetRight is out of the round. Smooya is fighting Olofmeister as well in this A-bomb site. Now Cynics perhaps can do the dirty stuff to f0rest. Not this time around though. He will answer back. There's potentially a trade coming in from Smooya, but nope, he's not willing to take the duel. He's gonna fall back, and f0rest is gonna listen to that and hear that. So I'm not sure why Friberg were pushing the issue right here. f0rest must have communicated to Friberg that they were withdrawing from the A-bomb site, because he would have heard it from the position he found himself in. Now Guardian is gonna re-aggress. He's gonna be caught off guard by Smooya. He read that to perfection, and now it's only f0rest left, who was last time spotted on this A-bomb site. So there's no doubt, no problem, no issue for Team Kjaerbye and f0r to just walk into the B-bomb site, plant the bomb, and at this point, it seems unwinnable for f0rest. Yikes. That was a misplay of a big caliber right there. I'm not sure why Friberg would push the issue, force the duel, well knowing that f0rest probably would have told all withdrawing from the bomb site. That seemed like a bit of miscommunication, and maybe perhaps a bit of a lack of that synergy that we thought they had a lot of, considering they play matchmaking and face it and whatnot, basically 10 hours a day in the mornings on the streams.
I'm actually very surprised that f0rest even went in for that, to be honest, considering the economic situation, but
they have to win this round. They put all their money into the basket right here, all their eggs into one little basket, and they have to make it work. Friberg picking up the scout, not known to be an AWPer, but known to be great with the deagle. That was a nasty shot. Also tags down Soulfly. This is not impossible for Friberg at all, as he puts in another shot in the body of Kjaerbye. Makes it a 3v3. He's still alive. He's getting back up from a teammate who put down a smoke to give him cover. This time around, though, he can't survive. Soulfly takes him out. Olofmeister responds back instantly, though, and is now a 2v2 with a CT player moving up towards T-spawn. I don't think f0r is ready for this.
He has the right idea, just the wrong angle, doesn't he? But could come down to timing here as GetRight. Oh, he's above him. Has the XM. They haven't spotted each other just yet, though, but now he has. GetRight is going to be dispatching him post-haste. That's the bomb on the back as well. He's looking for that second player. Has found the kill. Flashes over. 40 seconds left on the clock, and an AK traded up. Smooya has the AWP, though, and you certainly can't take this round for granted. He will punish you if given even half a chance. Keep in mind, the economy, regardless of Team Olof, even if they were to win this round, is still in tatters. Is still in really rough shape. So even if Smooya just picks up one more kill in this 1-on-2, that's still going to have big reverberating consequences, but it won't happen. I don't think Team Olofmeister have too many naturally very aggressive players at this stage, and so this is maybe where we go back to that analogy of the fish in a barrel, you know, where they start to feel a little bit oppressed. Olof decides he's the man for the job, and that's why executing Fear point blank with Soulfly. They get one kill in return, but that may not be good enough for the T's. Smoke down onto the con with some nades behind. It has drawn away 3 of the 4 players, but there's another one in rotation, but Friberg's been found, and that puts so much pressure now on the rest of Team Olof. Fast rotations coming through, but it looks very likely this is going to be a post-plant. Guardian though at range with the AWP, puts down Kjaerbye and gives the CTs a chance.
Very much is a chance. A 2v3. The bomb is down. You have an AWP on towards Smooya. There's only one flash in play on Smooya as well. Unlikely he's going to use that at any point, as he just wants to focus on the AWPing. They have a smoke covering CT spawn for the foreseeable future. 10 seconds before that's going to go out. Guardian is going to try to take up attention while there is a player flanking outside from T-spawn. Smooya not connecting the first bullet, not connecting the second bullet. Stays alive. Somehow, some way, Smooya did not go down. That's going to put on a lot of pressure on towards Guardian. He goes down to Smooya. He gets another shot. That's going to be F0rest taken out. Cynics, Smooya can't quite stay alive, but the time is of the essence right here. There's still a kid on towards F0rest, and I think they just about have enough time, but that got way, way too close, especially considering that Smooya, but the entirety of Team Kjaerbye have towards the B bomb site, and Olofmeister, together with the rest of his teammates, have been locked out of A. There's nothing they can do to get in here. Now, where's the bomb and why hasn't it been planted? There we go. Fear is taking down the bomb, and they're going to attempt this retake. That's going to be impossible. Smooya with the first one. 6 goes down to Friberg. It's going to be back and forth trades. It leaves Guardian and Olofmeister in a 2v3. Olofmeister finds a kill through the smoke, and all of a sudden there's a chance now. 2v2.
There is a chance, a real opportunity. The bomb is ticking away, but half the fuse has already gone. Guardian needs to be putting some pressure down now. But Kjaerbye, who was waiting for that long flank, the long con all the way back around, is now in position, but they're going for the full defuse. Someone needs to deny this one. The full defuse under the nose of Team Kjaerbye. And this allows Friberg to funnel his way around the back. The intel here is massive. They need to make sure they don't lose players though on the side. They're lining up, getting sprayed down, but it's all going the way of Team Olof. The FAMAS prevailing over the AK-47. The superior firepower lacking any bite. And now Soulfly, a man that started slow, is going to have to pick up the pace and try and burn a few of these CTs. There's one. Does get a second as well, to be fair.
Player down and connector. A couple of players outside A. I think we're looking at the A split. Oh, sorry, B split, please.
Oh, Friberg's crosshair slightly off on placement and will be punished as a result. Soulfly capitalizes and collects him. Smoke's now deployed. About to erect a wall up onto the site and allow them to push behind it. There's actually a gap in the smoke, though, but that works in the T's favor. I thought F0rest was going to be good to get some. Instead, though, he's on the receiving end of the AWP, and it could be OT. We could be moving into our first overtime of the tournament. Cynics puts down GetRight with authority on that Galil. And now Guardian and Olofmeister with a huge task ahead of them, stacked on their very capable shoulders. They've both had a solid game. Guardian's maybe been a little bit on the slow side. His reputation certainly precedes him. They've seen the barrel of the gun. Fear knows exactly where Olofmeister is, and he will capitalize on that. So it goes to show those rounds that Olof are winning. They're fighting tooth and nail. They're really digging in deep. Guardian with some success. Through on the peak will shut down Smooya, his opposite number, quelled for the time being. And one of the first times as well that I can really recollect on the CT side that Olof have got a clean first pick and in a very comfortable position afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Fear almost got caught off right here, down to 11 HP. GetRight, finding a kill onto 1-6 and Cynic, sorry, and it just looks like they're continuing down the same path. Team Kjaerbye seems a bit lost, out of ideas. The fast-paced Counter-Strike is not working. The peeking and poking Counter-Strike, trying to find openings, are not working. And some of these individuals on Team Olofmeister have stepped up massively now. No one really stands out, but it seems to be a joint effort, a team effort. Now Soulfly finding Friberg, and that could perhaps open up this round a little bit. We have a player up close towards Guardian, but he's hitting a nasty shot. And not quite the second one, but he's going for it. He's playing with his food, and he finds Kjaerbye as well. And is he going to take down a third? That will be a no. Fear takes that kill on towards Guardian, but he cannot plant the bomb because F0rest is moving in.
Oh, maybe he should have had some after all, because he's just given his life away for nothing. Smooya at least does equalize, but there is Cynics being shut down from the shrapnel of GetRight, and Team Olof continue to take the advantages.
Just seemed like Team Kjaerbye can't get control over middle. We saw it over and over again for Team Olof. That's why they found a lot of their success on the T side by having mid control. They just can't get it done right here. GetRight finds another kill. Smooya misses an opportunity to punish him, and now Soulfly has been spotted on towards the A bomb side as well, and Nates are just raining into his position. Nowhere to go for Soulfly than to just take the duel, and he will. He brings down Guardian, and he goes down for another one. That's going to be GetRight taking out of the equation. And out of nowhere, Soulfly is creating a situation where Team Kjaerbye have a realistic shot at winning the round. There's still 33 seconds left to work with. And by the looks of it, they'll have to end and finish on the A-bomb side because they cannot rotate over towards B now unless they want to be heard from all the way. And that's exactly what they're doing right now, putting a Molotov in towards Connector, and then they're just going full-sended. Friberg, he's going to hear this, and he's going to be in a position to deal with it. He can hear two players breeding, coming up through Connector, finds the first one. That's Soulfly taking out of the equation. Friberg goes for another one, and that is B-bomb side is open for contention. Guardian will have to be careful now. He's playing it from Connector. A CT side player is coming in right here. That is Guardian finding the first one. F0rest as well with an up. Does look like Kjaerbye can come in and find a way in towards this bomb site, but the entirety of Team Olof is gonna swarm it pretty much from the get-go. Guardian finding a massive kill. Another refight coming in from Smooya taking down Friberg, and all of a sudden we have another 2v2. It's a mess, Vince, but it's working out for Team Kjaerbye.
It's chaos, isn't it? It's unrelenting chaos. But this 2-on-2 post-plant could very well go the way of Team Kjaerbye. Maybe there's a few more twists and turns in this story yet, as GetRight shows himself up.
They do. Only 20 seconds left. They are moving in now. Guardian with a massive opening with the AWP. The refrag coming in from Fear, but is it enough? Two smokes have been put down, basically creating a wall that makes it impossible for Fear to do anything about it. Another smoke kill coming in from Olofmeister. I will argue they've been incredibly lucky with some of these kills, but I guess luck is following the good players. Olofmeister in Connector. Is he aware that there's a player coming in from behind? It doesn't look like it, so it's not over for Team Kjaerbye just yet. That's going to be Cynics finding the first kill. It's a 2v3. Bomb time is going down though, and there's only 20 seconds left to play with.
F0rest with a big frag though. That keeps them in the driver's seat for the time being. Will they be dethroned though? F0rest goes down. Time is so very low, and GetRight falls on main. They have kits and they have enough time. The defuse will be in.
For both teams, we are in overtime in CS2. To those of you not noticing, it's not CSGO, so we're playing MR12, and we are indeed in overtime, whereas Olofmeister out of nowhere just got a double kill. Not quite sure where that transpired, but that's a massive opening coming in from Team Olof, and that applies a lot of pressure on towards Kjaerbye, Cynics, and Smooya. 3v5 with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. What on earth are they supposed to do?
That's a very good question, Pimp, and I'm sure it's one that is echoing around the backs of their minds right now. They'll think to themselves, will we pull back that last post-plant? But let's be honest, that was in very different situation. It looks like two of them are going to drop down and try and regress onto B through on the Condark side. Molotov is there to deal with that, but they decide to push straight through anyway. Just ruthless aggression, great entry from Cynics, but it's short-lived. Kjaerbye now with 2 kills is keeping the dream alive, and Smooya gets one, but he's traded back. A 3v